Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here to do a Patreon request from this patron right here. The name of the band is The Fallen Prodigy. The song is Decay. It's not the first time we check out this band, but every time we do, I think of the band Prodigy. You remember them?
No, I think of the game Prodigy.
I'm a fire starter. I want a fire starter. Choo, choo, choo.
No.
No, you know, that doesn't ring a bell?
It brings me, when I think of
White
Prodigy,
guy with no hair here and just spikes around the side.
That reminds me of the guy who works with the guitar center.
I know.
Who has a crown. Like, he created a crown of hair. No, when I think of Prodigy, I think of back in elementary school where they wanted us to learn math. So there was this RPG game where the fighting system was math. And that was Prodigy. I don't know. Brings me back to simpler times.
Taking the fun out of Call of Duty. So anyhow,
RPG, not first-person shooter. That would be crazy. Imagine having a first-person shooter and when you're about to shoot someone, what's 4 plus 4?
Exactly.
No.
They would force people to learn math. That's exactly what I thought you were talking about.
It was like, okay, you want to use like this magic spell? What's 3 times 3? And then you use 3 times 3 and it's like, oh, a heavy attack.
Oh, no. It would have worked better with Call of Duty.
No.
Just feel it.
That would just like slow down the game like significantly.
Because you guys are all a bunch of dumbasses, that's why.
No, but then also like the game would have to pause when I touch.
Yeah. When you're about to shoot it, ask you a math question.
It's only a single player game then. It's not online.
All right.
That would piss everybody off.
Everything was lagging all the time. Fuck, this guy now is doing his math. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
You know who would be really good at that? The nerds. The nerds would fucking kill it.
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I
also feel like the math wasn't that hard, so even if a semi-competent adult was to play the game, he would smoke all of us.
I have my doubts. Anyhow, The Fallen Prodigy, Decay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Drag me to the depths. Drag me to the depths. Your eyes staring into mine. I know the truth. I know the shadows have taken you down. The path out of this wretchedness is not what it seems. The light at the end is nothing but a dream. Nightfall is my saving grace. A fire below is my one embrace. I'm at home in the depths. I'm at home in the depths. Sinking beneath what I thought I could escape, but now I know. The more I fight for my life, the more I'm forced to let it go. Like quicksand, dragging me under. I'm drowning in regret. I'm just another victim in your eyes, but I know the truth. I know the shadows have taken you down.
All right. So, thoughts, not prayers.
Sorry, my brain is really weird. When I read the last thing, it was like Pascarella or whatever. I thought of Quagliarella, the striker who used to play for Sampdoria.
It's neither here nor there. Can we stay on topic for once? For once in our lives.
Dude, this channel is not about staying on topic. This channel is about shooting the shit, posting it on the internet, and watching as people are like, talk about the song. We don't care about the Frankfurt airport. What the fuck's wrong with you guys?
I mean, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
but at the end of the day, it's our channel. We'll do it as we please.
If I want to come on the channel one day and it's just call it a reaction video and then stare in front of the screen for 5 minutes and post that, I will do that.
I think you just technically did that. Actually, no, this was 3 minutes and a half. Okay. So anyhow, what do you think?
The song, okay. I like the song.
You didn't like the lights in the video?
I have no problem with
Okay,
the lights.
okay.
The fuck?
All right. I like the song, but I feel like there's
I
a
like
big
the song,
butt coming.
But yes, the big but is that I feel like the song is missing something. I don't know if you also feel that way. I feel like the song is missing something.
I feel like this song would have been huge, like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, when gent was like at its peak, when everybody was genting.
I feel like this fits that unprocessed like type thing where
Yeah, those guys are still genting.
You know.
Yeah. But not with the bass. Here, with the guitar.
I also have seen those memes where it's like modern metal is like. That's the whole song.
All right, so
which is not far off. No, I feel like there's something missing. I honestly feel like there's something missing, and if that maybe it's maybe it's like, and when I use the word I mean like an underlying feel of volume, because I feel like the song is empty in some places, and they try to later on in the song they try to do that with some atmospheric like piano or whatever they're trying to do, where there's like those keys being dropped here and there, and they're using it as like an atmosphere to like add volume. But earlier on in the song, it feels like there is something missing. I think there's an underlining amount of volume that's missing. I think there needs to be something thick underneath it, because the song itself, other than the vocals, it's not the heaviest, right? And no. It's doing itself a disservice by not doing that, because I feel like the drums and the guitars are creating a barrier for the vocals, but there's no floor. Because when you should use the drums as the floor and the guitars as the barrier with the vocals, but I feel like the drums is doing exactly what the guitars are doing. So I feel like I'm missing some heaviness to keep everything afloat.
The only way you could fix that would have been if you, during the more melodic, lighter parts of the guitar playing, you still had a very chunky riff underneath it, but then that would take away from that. So I think the drum sound, like you said, is probably it would have been better if it was moved a little bit further back to kind of push the guitars forward, and that would allow the song to have that more melodic approach up front, I feel like but still have something at the back end.
Yeah, because I feel like we're missing something. We're missing. I answered my own question. I thought I was missing something, and what that is volume. I need more volume. Like I need more
substance.
More substance, exactly.
Not necessarily more. You don't want the song to, because
maybe
the song
volume
from the song could have a bunch of volume, but if there's no substance in it,
I think I'm looking for a thickener, just something to keep the song full, because I feel like when you draw a picture on a blank piece of paper and you want to take up the whole piece of paper, there's white spots when you're missing shit. Right? Like, you don't want someone to paint a painting, and then there's like, oh, it's a beautiful lake. And then there's like a big fucking white circle, and then there's like more shit. Like, fill the white circle to make the picture whole, right? I want to fill that area to make the song whole. I feel like it's missing that. It's missing the fullness. It feels like something I'm listening to and it's not fully done yet.
No, I didn't get that vibe. The only vibe I got from listening to this, I don't disagree with you, but for me it didn't really play a big role.
Didn't play a big
because when you have a song,
a huge role, because I still enjoyed the guitars.
When you have that more technical guitar sound, you can kind of get away with it.
But it's still something where it's like, I feel like there's something that needs
to. When it gets heavy, it gets heavy. There's some heavy moments within the track.
But I feel like there's something that needs to push it.
I don't. I see what you're saying, but I'm not necessarily on board with it. My main issue with this song is this song sounds great, but it sounds very dated. That's my issue with it. When Periphery was at their peak, when bands like that, like when gent was a thing where everybody was always like, okay, that's cool, but can you gent? You know, when that whole kind of shit was happening, I feel like this song fits that time period like perfectly.
Yeah, but I also feel like that there are still fans of that stuff that will enjoy this.
Of
And
course.
I enjoyed it too. I enjoyed it. It's not like I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I just feel like it needs some thickening. It needs some thickening to make the heavy parts feel like full, and
See,
it makes
I've never
those parts feel nicer.
One of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of Polyphia, for example, is because I feel like if you took the vocals out of this song and you went and you turned the guitars all the way to 11, it has there's some overlapping, like broadly. I'm speaking broadly here. But one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of those bands is because I've never been a huge fan of that style, of that genre. I've never been a gent guy. Mm-hmm. I always felt like gent was like pinkies up and very like snubby, like, you know what I mean? It's
not really like
it felt to me. I'm not saying it is.
No,
I'm just saying it felt to
like,
me.
Polyphia is not really gent. I wouldn't
They're
classify
not.
it as gent.
But they have some gent.
There's
moments.
some genty songs, but like there's not, I wouldn't classify them as gent because they're just like a instrumental band.
I know, but that doesn't mean they didn't have.
But
some...
it's like Unprocessed. Unprocessed is like a metalcore band with some more technical guitar playing, right? But you wouldn't say it's technical metalcore, right? You just say it's metalcore that sounds like it has some over the top guitar playing here and there.
Some genty.
Not really.
Yeah.
I've been to a concert. I will say, I'm not very genty.
Okay.
Because I also feel like genty is very obnoxious.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not a big fan of overly genty songs. I do think there are some moments, but I think when you add the guitars and the stuff that the flair it outdoes it. So it for me it's very appealing. That's why I like instrumental bands in general. And then also Unprocessed, and that's why I say these guys. There's definitely a market for them.
Obviously, there is. I'm not that set market though.
Yeah,
it's just not.
Just not you.
I don't have any beef with the song. I like the song. I enjoy listening to the song.
I will agree with you. It does feel dated. It does feel dated. And now is it the sound or is that them? Who knows? Because I can tell you, Unprocessed can release a song tomorrow and all that stuff, and it's not gonna feel dated. But it's just their sound. This is their sound, but it does feel...
Dude, like I said, this song would have been massive like 7 years ago.
Yeah, it does feel a little... I don't know. Maybe, but for me...
There was a time period in metal
me,
that this sound was like... Everybody was trying to get this sound.
But for me, that dated feeling might just be what I was saying. Is that the lack of fullness. I feel like the song is not full. It's
for
still
me,
hungry.
For me... And I enjoy Periphery, for example, to use them as an example. I enjoy their... I mean, there's a lot of actually bands that have a gent sound that I enjoy, but like in moderation. I'm not like a huge fan of the genre.
Yeah.
And I actually enjoyed watching them live more than I do listening to them. Because live you actually get to see them play versus just listening to the music. Polyphia is a perfect example of that. I love watching them live. I think live, they're such a great band to see. But don't ask me to listen to their shit. I cannot listen to their shit. I just can't.
You need vocals for you.
Yeah, I'm like a vocal kind of guy. But this song to me felt dated. Outside of the feeling dated, I think it's a good song.
It's quality.
It's heavy, great vocals, great vocal delivery. The sound is good. Not a fan of the video, I must say. I'm not a fan of the video. I think for a song that had quite a bit of darkness in the lyrics and a little bit of and maybe more than just a little in the vocal delivery as well, there was some pain in there. Like it feels like a song where the lyrics come close to home. Like it's a song like you're not just singing, you're almost preaching to a certain level. You're telling your story. The video should have kind of captured that essence of how the lyrics feel to the person who's performing them. And I don't think the video does them any justice whatsoever. But okay, I can move past that. to me, at the end of the day, I like the song. It's a cool song, but it felt super dated to me, and it's just I'm not in this place like right now.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's just where I'm at. All right. On that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hit us up in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts. We'll see you all at the next video.
See ya.